Welcome to CyberSpace, the podcast where we explore the fascinating intersections of human psychology with culture, technology, and more. I'm your host, Leslie Poston, and today we're diving into a topic that's both timely and timeless, the psychology of hope. We'll uncover why hope is such a galvanizing and motivating emotion, how it drives positive change, and why it's absolutely necessary for human well-being. So let's embark on this journey to understand the power of hope together. When we think of hope, we might picture a sunny optimist or someone crossing their fingers for luck. But hope is far more complex and powerful than mere wishful thinking. In the realm of psychology, hope is understood as a cognitive motivational system that drives us towards our goals. The pioneering psychologist CR Snyder, who developed hope theory in the 90s, defined hope as a positive motivational state that is based on an interactively derived sense of successful agency and pathways. Let's break down what that means. Agency. This is the belief in our ability to initiate and sustain actions towards our goals. Pathways. These are the perceived routes to achieving our goals. Essentially, hope combines the will to achieve our goals with the perceived ways to get there. It's not just about believing good things will happen. It's about believing we can make good things happen. This definition sets hope apart from optimism. While optimism is a general expectation that good things will happen, hope is more specific and action-oriented. It involves setting goals, generating the pathway to those goals, and believing in our ability to follow those pathways. Interestingly, research has shown that hope is distinct from other positive psychological constructs. A study by Magaletta and Oliver, published in the Journal of Clinical Psychology, found that hope predicted unique variance in well-being outcomes even when controlling for optimism and self-efficacy. Understanding hope in this way helps explain its power. It's not just a feeling, it's a mindset that propels us forward, even in the face of obstacles. When we're hopeful, we're more likely to take action, to persist in the face of challenges, and to find alternative routes when our initial plans are blocked. The cognitive framework of hope also explains why it's so essential for human functioning. Without hope, we might still have desires, but we'd lack the motivation and the perceived ability to pursue them. Hope gives us the courage to dream and the energy to chase those dreams. Now that we understand what hope is, let's explore what it looks like in the brain. Recent advances in neuroscience have given us fascinating insights into the neural correlates of hope. A 2022 study by Weipeng et al. On positive affect used functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI, to examine brain activity during hopeful thoughts. The researchers found increased activation in several key areas. First, the ventral striatum. This region is part of the brain's reward system and is associated with feelings of pleasure and motivation. Second, the anterior cingulate cortex. This area is involved in emotional regulation and decision-making. And third, the medial prefrontal cortex. This region plays a role in self-referential thinking and in imagining future scenarios. Their findings suggest that when we experience hope, our brains are engaging in a complex process of imagining positive future outcomes, motivating ourselves towards those outcomes, and regulating our emotions to maintain that positive outlook. Interestingly, these brain regions overlap significantly with those involved in goal-directed behavior and positive emotion. This neurological evidence supports the psychological understanding of hope as a goal-oriented, motivational state. Another study found that inducing hope in participants led to increased activity in the rostral anterior cingulate cortex, the area associated with normal and abnormal fear processing, emotional regulation, and conflict resolution. Despite a smaller participant pool, this study suggests that hope might help us manage negative emotion and navigate challenging situations more effectively. These neurological insights not only validate the psychological theories of hope, but also offer potential avenues for cultivating hope. By engaging in activities that activate these brain regions, such as visualizing positive futures or setting and working towards goals, we might be able to strengthen our capacity for hope. Now that we all understand what hope is and how it manifests physically in our brains, let's explore its profound psychological benefits. Numerous studies have demonstrated that hope is associated with a wide range of positive outcomes across a variety of life domains. First, there's mental health. Hope has been consistently linked to better mental health outcomes. Two separate studies, for example, across a global participant population in 2021, found that higher levels of hope were associated with lower levels of depression and anxiety and greater resilience to difficult or threatening events such as COVID-19. Both sets of researchers concluded that hope can act as a buffer against negative life effects, help individuals build resilience, and maintain their mental well-being, even when they're in challenging circumstances that are out of their control. Hope has also been found to be a protective factor against suicidal ideation. A 2021 study of adults aged 18 to 24 found that hope was negatively associated with suicidal ideation, even when controlling for depression and other risk factors. Specifically, the study found that hope, self-compassion, and emotional control can relieve perceived burdensomeness, thwarted belongingness, and suicidal ideation, and recommended further expanded study on other demographics. Hope helps your physical health. Interestingly, the benefits of hope extend beyond mental to physical well-being. Several researchers have chosen to study participant pools from high-stress groups like police, soldiers, and firefighters. One such study of firefighters found that higher levels of hope and resilience were associated with helping mitigate the physical and mental effects of PTSD, as well as chronic pain alleviation. Hope also helped increase levels of post-traumatic growth and well-being. The researchers suggested that hopeful individuals might be more likely to engage in health-promoting behaviors and to adhere to their treatment regimens. Hope has also been linked to better academic and professional outcomes. A longitudinal study published in the Journal of Learning and Individual Differences in 2020 found that hope predicted academic achievement in college students, even when controlling for intelligence, previous academic achievement or lack of achievement, and self-esteem. In fact, hope predicted grade expectancy even more than optimism, and also predicted increases in positive affect and life satisfaction across time. In the workplace, a study published in Mindfulness in 2015 found that employees with higher levels of psychological capital, which is hope, optimism, resiliency, and self-efficacy, reported greater job satisfaction, organizational commitment, and work happiness. One of the most significant benefits of hope is its role in fostering resilience. Hopeful individuals tend to be more resilient in the face of adversity. A study published in Current Psychology in 2023 found that hope was positively associated with problem-focused coping strategies and negatively associated with avoidance coping strategies. This means that when faced with challenges, hopeful individuals are more likely to actively work towards solutions rather than avoid the problem. This proactive approach can lead to better outcomes and increased resilience over time. Finally, hope has been consistently linked to higher levels of life satisfaction. One study, published in 2013, found that hope was a significant predictor of life satisfaction across different cultures, suggesting that the benefits of hope are universal. These wide-ranging benefits underscore the importance of hope in human functioning. Hope doesn't just make us feel good, it equips us with the psychological resources to navigate life's challenges, to pursue our goals, and to maintain our well-being no matter what comes our way. So why talk about hope at all this week? Because this week, the week this was recorded in the United States, the mood of the country shifted from fear and worry to hope in a palpable way. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted from waiting to doing, so I was inspired to dig into the psychology behind the power of hope. It's not just psychologically powerful, though, it's societally powerful. Certainly, hope is vital for individual well-being. Its power extends far beyond the personal realm, however. Throughout history, hope has been a driving force behind social movements and collective action for positive change. Consider some of the most significant social movements in the past century. The civil rights movement, the women's suffrage movement, the environmental movement. At their core, these movements are fueled by hope, the hope for a better, more just world. Dr. Bell Hooks, renowned Black feminist scholar and social activist, offers a compelling perspective on hope and social change. In her book, Teaching Community, A Pedagogy of Hope, She writes, "To be truly visionary, we have to root our imagination in our concrete reality while simultaneously imagining possibilities beyond that reality." This powerful statement encapsulates how hope functions in social movements, grounding us in current realities while inspiring us to envision and work towards a better future. Hook's work emphasizes that hope is not passive wishfulness, but an active force that drives us to imagine and to create change, even in the face of obstacles. But how exactly does hope drive social change? Research in social psychology provides some insight. Collective efficacy. Hope fosters a sense of collective efficacy, a belief that together we can make a difference. A study published in the Journal of Applied Social Psychology in 2021 found that collective hope was associated with greater intentions to engage in social action, on climate change specifically for this study, especially when people were exposed to a prominent social example. The researchers coined it the Greta Thunberg effect. Papers in 2023, 2019, and 2016 found similar results when looking at hope's impact on other areas of collective social movements, such as women's rights or racial equality. Future-oriented thinking. Hope encourages people to think beyond the current reality and envision a better future. This ability to imagine alternative futures or utopian futures is essential for driving social change. Resilience in the face of setbacks. Social change is often a long and challenging process. Hope provides the resilience needed to persist in the face of obstacles, in the face of setbacks, and within the reality that often changes incremental. Positive emotions. Hope generates positive emotion, which, according to Barbara Fredrickson's broaden and build theory, can broaden our perspective and build our personal resources. This can lead to more creative problem solving and greater social connectivity, both of which are needed for social movements. Motivation for action. Hope doesn't just make us feel good about the future, it motivates us to take action to create that future. A study published in the British Journal of Social Psychology found that hope was a significant predictor of collective action intentions. It's important to remind ourselves that hope alone is not sufficient for social change. It has to be coupled with collectively created, concrete plan and sustained community and political action. However, hope provides the initial spark and the ongoing motivation that we need to keep driving these actions. By understanding the role of hope in social change, we can better harness its power to address societal challenges and work towards a better world for everyone. As we explore the psychology of hope, it's worth examining its relationship with another powerful positive emotion, joy. While hope and joy are distinct emotions, they are closely intertwined and often work in tandem to enhance our overall well-being. Hope is future-oriented, focused on the anticipation of positive outcome. Joy, on the other hand, is typically experienced in the present moment, often as a response to positive experiences or accomplishments. However, the relationship between these two emotions is dynamic and reciprocal. Hope can lead to joy in several ways. Anticipatory joy. The mere act of hoping for something positive can generate feelings of joy in the present. This is what we call anticipatory joy. Achievement joy. When our hopes are realized, we experience real joy, and this joy in turn reinforces our hopeful outlook, creating a positive feedback loop. Resilience. Hope can help us maintain a sense of joy, even in challenging circumstances, by keeping us focused on positive potential outcomes. Conversely, joy can also foster hope. Broadening perspective. Revisiting Barbara Fredrickson's broaden and build theory, mentioned earlier, positive emotions like joy broaden our perspective. This expanded mindset can help us see more possibilities for the future, fostering hope. Building resources. Joy helps build personal resources, including resilience and social connections, which can, again, increase our capacity for hope. Positive affect. Experiencing joy can put us in a positive mood state, which research has shown can increase our propensity for hope. A longitudinal 2023 study by Prinzek et al. Found that hope and joy were significantly correlated and that both contributed uniquely to life satisfaction. This suggests that while hope and joy are distinct, they work together to enhance our overall well-being. Understanding this interplay between hope and joy can help us cultivate both emotions more effectively. By fostering hope, we increase our capacity for joy. By savoring joyful moments, we reinforce a hopeful outlook. Given the numerous benefits of hope, crucial questions arise. How can we cultivate more hope in our lives? While some people might seem naturally more hopeful than others, the good news is that hope is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. Here are some evidence-based strategies that you can use for fostering hope. First, set clear, achievable goals. Hope theory emphasizes the importance of these goals, setting clear, specific goals that are challenging yet achievable, and breaking larger goals into smaller, manageable steps creates a sense of progress and builds confidence in your ability to achieve your aims. Develop multiple pathways. For each of your goals, try to think of multiple ways to achieve it. This flexibility in thinking is a key component of hope. It helps you persist even when one path becomes blocked. Build agency. Reflect on your past successes and the personal strength that lead to those successes. This builds your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. Practice positive self-talk. Pay attention to your inner dialogue, how you talk to yourself. Replace negative, hopeless thoughts with more hopeful alternatives. For example, instead of telling yourself, "I can't do this," in frustration, try telling yourself, "This is challenging," or "This is hard, but I can find a way." Surround yourself with hopeful people. Hope can be contagious. Spend time with people who have a hopeful outlook. Their perspective can influence your own. This doesn't mean leave behind your friends and family who might struggle with mental illness or health issues such as depression, etc. Support them. Teach them how to have hope too. However, also including people with a hopeful outlook is going to help you maintain joy and hope in your own life. Engage in hope-based activities. Certain activities foster hope. These activities include volunteering, engaging in creative pursuits, or working towards meaningful personal or community goals. These positive activities can include solo activities such as singing, which can bring you joy, which can bring you hope. You can also practice gratitude. Regularly acknowledging the good things in your life can shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, which fosters a more hopeful outlook. Visualize success. Spend time visualizing yourself successfully achieving your goal. This mental rehearsal can boost your confidence and your motivation and bolster your hope. Learn from setbacks. Everybody fails sometimes. View setbacks as opportunities for learning rather than just a failure falling flat on your face. This resilient mindset is key to maintaining hope in the face of challenges. Seek professional help when needed. If you're struggling with persistent feelings of hopelessness, suicidal thoughts, or other problems, don't hesitate to seek help from a mental health professional. They can provide additional strategies and support. It's worth noting that cultivating hope isn't about ignoring reality or maintaining blind optimism. Instead, it's about developing a resilient, growth-oriented mindset that allows you to see possibilities and persevere in the face of challenges. A study in 2021 found that a brief hope intervention increased hope levels in participants with effects lasting for at least a month. This suggests to us that even small, intentional efforts to cultivate hope, like the list of actions we just discussed, can have lasting effects. By incorporating these strategies into our daily lives, we can gradually build our capacity for hope, enhancing our resilience, our well-being, and our ability to create positive change in our lives and in the world around us. As we've explored today, hope is far more than just a fleeting emotion. It's a powerful cognitive motivational system that drives us forward, enhances our well-being, and catalyzes positive change. From its neurological underpinnings to its role in social movements, hope proves to be a fundamental aspect of human psychology. By understanding and cultivating hope, we equip ourselves with a potent tool for navigating life's challenges, pursuing our goals, and working towards a better future. So let's embrace hope not just as a feeling, but as a practice, a daily commitment to envisioning and working toward a better tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on this episode of CyberSpace. As a bit of housekeeping, a quick reminder that we've built a Patreon, always free, to give you a place to comment on these episodes and tell us what you'd like to know more about in the future. Check it out at patreon.com/cyberspace. It's brand new. We also have a bit of exciting news. We've been nominated for a Women in Podcasting Award for Best Psychology Podcast, and I couldn't be more excited. Listeners will be able to vote starting August 1st at the link we'll put in the show notes. Thanks again for listening. I'm your host, Leslie Poston, signing off. Until next time, stay curious.